The men of the White Mountains lived near Dunharrow. They swore allegiance to Isildur at the end of the Second Age, but they did not fulfill their oath. So Isildur turned them into restless ghosts, and they became known as the Oathbreakers. But how does Isildur do that? Does he have special abilities? You'll find out later in the video, but first let me explain who these people were. They were in fact pre-Númenórean, which means that they descend from the Edain, but they did not live on the island of Númenor. The Edain are the men who crossed Beleriand during the First Age. They were related to the folk of Heleth, the second house of the Edain, just like the men of Bree and the Dunlandings. These people who lived in the White Mountains worshipped Sauron during the dark years of Middle-earth, when the men of Westerness still lived on the island of Númenor. When the faithful escaped the downfall of Númenor in the year 3319 of the Second Age and established the realms of both Gondor and Arnor, the men of the mountains met up with Isildur. The king of the mountains swore an allegiance with Gondor. As a gift, Isildur gave them a black stone, the Stone of Erech it was later called. The stone Isildur took with him, among other things, when Númenor was destroyed. But when Isildur asked to fulfill their oath and fight during the Battle of the Last Alliance, they went into hiding, because they were still afraid of Sauron. Then Isildur said to the king,
"Thou shalt be the last king, and if the West prove mightier than thy black master, this curse I lay upon thee and thy folk, to rest never until your oath is fulfilled. For this war will last through years uncounted, and you shall be summoned once again ere the end." So Isildur cursed them and they became restless ghosts. But how did Isildur do that? Was he a sorcerer? Actually, no. But in the world of Middle-earth, taking an oath is a pretty huge deal. Look at the Oath of Fëanor. His sons kept on searching and trying to obtain the Silmarils, no matter the cost. They even killed other elves for this oath. Or the Oath of Cirion and Eorl, a bond between Gondor and Rohan, where they swore allegiance and they would help each other in time of need. Just like Theoden came to help in the Battle of the Pelennor Fields many years after the oath was taken. The oath was later renewed by King Elisar of the reunited kingdoms of Gondor and Arnor and the King Eomer of Rohan. If you want to have a more deeper dive in one of these oaths, just write it down in the comment section which oath you want to see a video about, and I will make one in the near future especially for you. Thank you very much. Let's go continue with the story. So when Aragorn and King Theoden prepared for the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, the sons of Elrond, together with 30 Dúnedains, came searching for Aragorn. Elladan and Elrohir gave Aragorn a message from their father, Lord Elrond. "If thou art in haste, remember the paths of the dead." And at that moment, Aragorn was reminded of the dead men of Dunharrow, and they would be a great asset for the battle. For Elladan and Elrohir told him that there were black ships coming from Umbar to help Sauron in the attack on Minas Tirith. So Aragorn, as the heir of Isildur, decided to go through the paths of the dead to the Stone of Erech to call the Oathbreakers to fulfill their oath. He went together with Gimli, Legolas, the sons of Elrond, and 30 rangers of the north. They went from Edoras through the mountains, and there he called forth the king of the dead at the Stone of Erech. So they walked further, and when they walked, they felt that they were followed by restless ghosts. At midnight, they arrived at the Stone of Erech, and Aragorn called the king of the mountains. "Oathbreakers, why have ye come?"
The king answered,
"To fulfill our oath and have peace."
So they went together further south to the river where the black ships of Umbar sailed. And although in the movies they killed the people, it was not like that in the books. There was written, it was like an echo of some forgotten battle in the dark years long ago. Pale swords were drawn, but I know not whether their blades would still bite. For the dead needed no longer any weapon but fear. None would withstand them. They scared the men of Umbar so much that they jumped off their boats and fled south away from the battle. Once everyone is gone, Aragorn said to the king that their oath is fulfilled and that they can now rest in peace. And at that moment, they disappeared. So a lesson to all here, whenever you take an oath, you better do it, otherwise, well, you know. So why don't we make an oath together? I will keep on making videos just like this one if you hit the subscribe button and bell icon. And if you really enjoyed the video, hit thumbs up and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. This is the last of the 3 Halloween edition videos. If you missed the previous one of Ungoliant, you don't need to search for it. I put it right here in the corner, so you can watch it immediately. Take good care and I'll see you later. Bye bye.